it's Ariel with Music City Doulas, and I'm going to talk about paced bottle feeding today. With paced bottle feeding, we're trying to mimic the natural flow of milk that happens during breastfeeding, which gives baby a little bit more control over the pace at which they feed. This is also a great way to ensure that your baby isn't as gassy after they take in milk. And we're going to ensure that the baby isn't over or underfed because we're watching their cues. So you'll notice the first thing I have here is a vertical baby. I'm not going to hold the baby horizontally and then hold the bottle vertically, having a really fast flow of milk that the baby has to gulp to keep up with, which actually makes them take in more air, and then there's more gas following. So I'm going to hold this baby more upright. I'm going to hold my bottle horizontally so that it's not completely full of milk in the nipple. There is milk there, but the flow isn't going to be nearly as fast, and the baby is going to have to work a little bit more to get it. The first thing I'm going to do once I am here in this correct position is I'm going to brush the tip of the baby's nose with the tip of the nipple on the bottle. This simulates the latch reflex so that they open really wide, just like they would if they were breastfeeding. Then I will encourage the baby to take the bottle in their mouth. I'm not going to force the bottle in the baby's mouth. That's part of why we brush the baby's nose, because we want them to start it. So they're going to start nursing, and it's going to be normal for them to take little breaks sometimes. That's fine. We're not going to force them to do it any faster. This is what babies naturally would do when they breastfeed as well. About every 10 to 20 seconds, you can lower the bottle to slow the flow of the milk, which also mimics the way breastfeeding happens between most babies and their parents. And then you'll lift it back up. When you sense that you've reached the halfway point of the feeding with the baby, you can stop, hold them up, burp them, however you like to do it with your baby, and then you're going to switch sides, just like you would if you were breastfeeding. We start the whole process over again, brush the tip of the nose, allow the baby to take the bottle into their mouth, and then start feeding. If you start to notice your baby falling asleep, or their hands are really relaxed with their fingers extended, or their eyes are wandering and they're slowing down their sucking, these can be signs that the baby is getting full. So as you feed your baby more, you'll get to know these cues as you go along, and this may be a time to stop. So if you're worried about wasting milk, you can always only fill the bottle up with 2 ounces at a time. You might have to go back for more, but the whole process takes a little bit more time because we are watching for the baby's cues and going at their pace. If you find that even with paced feeding, your baby is still a little bit gassy afterwards, you can invest in a bottle that has vents designed specifically not to have a lot of air in them. You can be sure to be stirring the milk, not shaking it. This goes for formula as well because shaking creates air bubbles in it. And you can also invest in a bottle that has a wider base at the nipple, because that is also more similar to a breast. Please leave your messages and comments, questions in the comment section, and you can always reach out to us at info@musiccitydoulas.com. Thanks, have a great day.